Just picked these up last weekend. So fresh, cool pieces adding to our collection. So we'll give everybody a few seconds here to get their notifications. Get on with us before we dive into these trucks. We've got 3 trucks tonight we're going to check out. They are all tow trucks, and they're all really cool. One of them, I think, goes all the way back to the late 20s, probably pushing 100 years old, some stuff from the 50s, and 3 different makers. So kind of excited about that and some neat pieces. Like I said, just picked them up at an auction last Saturday. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get into these trucks, start checking out what we've got going on. Get things flipped around here. There we go. Get out here on the table where we can see them. There's Pete. So anyway, let's check out some tow trucks. Starting off with a Tonka. I think these are all pretty much original with the exception of the tow cable / tow chains. So, first one, this is a little stubby guy. It's hilarious. Check out this little Tonka. Physically, width-wise, it looks like some of the bigger toys that we've checked out. There's Austin, Bill Discs here. But this thing is super stubby. It's almost like Stubby Bob. If we look at across the width of this truck, the front end here, it's about 5 inches. You know, kind of normal of what we see on a lot of these medium-sized toy trucks from the 50s. But this thing is crazy super short. John's here. Jim made it. Kevin L's here. Peter from Down Under. But overall, the entire length of this thing is only 10 inches. So it's a stubby little guy. It is Tonka branded. Does still have the Tonka stickers on both doors. Official service truck. It has original Tonka tires and wheels on it. But he's just a little guy. Some scuffs, some scratches, but this thing's, it's definitely 50s era, so it's 70 years old. Over here, we've still got the stickers on the side of it as well. This is all tin. That's right, perfect getting around the city. Obviously, the chain looks modern. I'm sure it probably didn't have anything on it, and that was replaced at some point. But overall, this thing's in pretty decent shape. Even the bottom of this, not too beat up, banged up, torn up. We can see all 6 original tires and wheels on it. So, kind of a cute little dude. Let's park him down here at the end. As we get ready to check out a Wyandotte. Also a tow truck. Also 50s era, I believe. Kind of a cab over type style. Kind of this stubby nose on this Wyandotte. Jeff from Ottawa's here. This one's a little longer, a little more proportioned out. We see the original paint on the sides where it has the Wyandotte lettering on the side of it. Open cab design on the back. It does have the tow boom in it, and this has obviously more modern string has been added to this one for a towing apparatus. Dimensions on this particular one. Across the cab on it, it's about 4 inches. So it's actually narrower than the stubby little guy over here, but it is 13.5 long. It has been played with and used a little bit. When we look at some of the specifics on this one, you can see it's kind of tweaked here just a little bit where that factory seam is on the metal where this was pressed together. That's all these basically were, was just stamped tin. These were nothing fancy, nothing exotic, just a stamped tin toy. But when they put the graphics on them, it really made them stand out. Yeah, definitely could be 40s on this one, Jim. I agree with that. Clearance lights painted on the top of it. Hey, there's Sam. Pretty cool old Wyandotte. Both those trucks, I believe other than the chain slash cable slash rope apparatus, I believe both those trucks are pretty much completely just original, clean, original trucks. So really cool pieces. But like I said, we've got 3 of them tonight, so we got 1 more to check out. Real quick before we get into that, I want to recap Sunday night for you guys that were trying to get on Sunday night. That was YouTube. I had great, actually, probably some of the best hotel Wi-Fi I've had in a long time. YouTube just would not connect. And then when it blew me out, it thought I was still on. It wouldn't let me back in. I mean, I was literally on the outside commenting with you guys because YouTube would not let me in to do the live. So kind of a weird situation. We'll touch on it a little bit Sunday night for everybody to get everybody up to speed. But I worked on it for 30 minutes. You know, we were ready to go at 7:30. I hit the button at 7:30. And at 7:55 is when I finally decided to call it because we just were not getting anywhere with it. So this Sunday I will be in the shop. So we will we'll give it a shot this Sunday, and hopefully it'll work a little bit better. Jim's got a lot of Wyandottes. I like Wyandottes. They're good pieces. This next piece is a MetalCraft. I think it's pushing 100 years old. It might be early 30s, but I think it's probably a 20s piece. Have not had a lot of time to do a lot of research on it. Like I said, I just bought it Saturday. We got these 3 tow trucks. I also got a couple of flats of small stuff, Tootsies, some plastic stuff. Need to sort through some of that stuff. Some of that stuff will end up on some Sunday night auctions for your guys' collection. And this next truck is definitely a keeper. Haven't decided if I'm going to keep or sell those other 2. We all know they're probably going to get kept. But you never know. One of them may pop up in a raffle or something one of these days. But this next piece is a MetalCraft piece that I think it's late 20s. It has the MetalCraft stamp on the bottom of it. It does appear to be all original finish and everything. But we'll flip this around and check this out where it has the MetalCraft stamp still on the bottom of it. And you can see the bottom of this truck, how clean it still looks. I do know these flies are about to drive me nuts. Keep my eye out for these flies. Flies are terrible in here tonight. But anyway, this truck, MetalCraft Company, made based on a white as a Goodrich Silvertown tire service truck. Check this thing out. This thing's a beauty. Has white still on the grill. So it was based on a white truck. Obviously, you can look at this design, and to me, definitely looks 20s. The Goodrich Silvertown tires, there goes the hearts. Holy cow, they're going fast. The Goodrich Silvertown tires, that does appear to be original as well. If we look at the white paint, I don't know if you guys can see it, there is some cracking in that old white paint. Hey, there's Buick Man, big job. The other side looks just about as good. And yes, it does actually have Goodrich Silvertown tires on it. And they all 4 match. I don't see anything that leads me to believe that this has been repainted. Obviously, there's a piece of string here on the boom, which is modern. But the boom does appear to be original. We can see how literally it's just there again. These were not fancily made toys. It just has 2 pieces of tin that are twisted around the edge, not locking it in place and still allowing it to pivot. Hey, Neil made it. It has a bed rail on this side. It is missing over here on this side. Not sure if I'm missing any other pieces to this truck or not. Dirty's here. Nut Farm made it. Because like I said, I haven't had it long enough to do a lot of research on it. But thought it was just a great piece. Just a lot of good things happening with this truck, considering its age, the original paint, the original graphics. Yes, it's got scuffs, it's got scratches in it. At 100, pushing 100 years old, I bet all of us do as well. But overall, still a pretty darn clean old truck. Andy made it tonight. So that's what we've got. Oh, let me give you some dimensions on this one so you can kind of get an idea on size-wise. It's about 4 wide and just under a foot long. So there you have it, a lineup of tow trucks for tonight. There goes some hearts. I'm assuming you guys are digging the tow trucks. So anyway, that's what I've got set out for tonight. I've been out of town, just got back today. So been kind of crazy. I also hit a swap meet last Friday. We got cool stuff to check out from the swap meet. Hit an antique shop today. Got a couple cool toys at the antique shop today. So I've actually got some really neat stuff coming up for the next several Toy Tuesdays. So the older the boy, the bigger the toys. I don't know. I still like these two. I got a lot of big ones next door and in here and in the other half dozen shops, but I still really like these toys, especially when you get into stuff that, you know, when we look at these things, you look at the originality. Yes, they're scuffed, they're scratched. They were played with. They were toys. They weren't left outside. They weren't left out in a scrap pile. They didn't deteriorate. And they've really held up exceptionally well. Time for a sign. I don't even remember where we were at on signs. It was YouTube. YouTube just wouldn't let us on, Big Job. We caught that a little bit earlier tonight. I had great Wi-Fi in the hotel, but YouTube would not let me connect. And then when it did connect me, it wouldn't let me back in, and then I had to actually shut down and restart my computer and try to start over, and then it still wouldn't connect. So, now it was all YouTube. It's the same thing it's doing here at the shop. It was just doing it worse there. So, but same thing. So that was just a YouTube deal. They just wouldn't let us in. So it's their game. It doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Unfortunately, there isn't much we can do about it. So anyway, anybody remember where we were at on signs? Peter, do you remember where we were at? I know we were working on that back wall, but I don't really remember. I agree, Randall. That's why I keep buying them. I bought these. I bought 2 flats of small stuff. I bought some more toys at the swap meet. I bought some more toys today. I bought a lot of toys here lately. I bought a really cool Mark fighter plane today. Pretty excited about that. So, but anyway, you remember where we were at, Peter, if you want to try to catch a sign? Because I don't. It's been too long since we did one. Or are there something you guys want to see? Yeah, that's where we're at. Did we do the Valvoline last time, or did we do the Sinclair restrooms? I know that's kind of where we were at. So we'll head back there real quick and take a quick look at something. Don't know what it'll be. Might be wrong, but we'll go back there and take a quick look. Whoa, come back here. We did do the restrooms. Okay. All right. Well, if we did the restrooms, that means we're going to be up to this Red Crown gasoline. This is a 30-inch, and it's kind of rough. It's got rust in it. It's banged up a bit, but still a very presentable sign. We actually got this one at a Kid Pickers event. Gosh, I don't remember what year that was. Probably 2016, we bought the truck. We did the actual American Picker shoot in 2018. So this probably would have been 2016, 2017. They actually did an event. They did it a couple of times, I think. I was kind of surprised it never really took off, but it really kind of made me realize about a lot of the people that actually do go to the American Picker stores. As crazy as this sounds, I've been there several times. It's been a few years. I haven't been to one. I haven't been to either one of them. Well, they closed in Nashville. We were there in 18 when we did the shoot on the cab over, and even Iowa, I haven't been there for 5 or 6 years. So this probably would have been around 2016. They had an event called Kid Pickers where they would let kids who liked antiques submit an entry, and then they let them all set up there as kind of a swap meet / flea market deal with Kid Picker. They called it a Kid Pickers event. And we went, and I actually bought this sign there. Addie actually went and set up and sold a few things. But that's actually where this Red Crown gasoline came from. Like I said, this is 30-inch. And it's rough. It's banged up. It's chipped up. It's got some rust holes in it. But it does still have a good shine. You can still see the crown. Still has pretty decent color. Just definitely not a super nice one. However, I did not... Do I have one of these? Oh, yeah, I do. I've got a 42, and then I've got an Ethel. That's bad. I didn't remember if I had this. I've got a 42 Red Crown like this, and then my Ethel. How big is that Ethel? Is that a 30? I've got a Red Crown Ethel where does not have a crown. It has the Ethel symbol in it right there as a 30 as well. So I've got this in a 48. I've got the Ethel in 30, but I did not have this Red Crown in 30. So that's the story behind this sign. Got it at the Iowa Kid Pickers event probably in 2016. Not a cherry piece, but still displays good. And just like there were a few comments about probably not a repop. Yep. Pretty sure that was not a repop, and was definitely excited to get it. Got 2 signs of Polarine triangle as well as an air meter at the same booth. So there we are on signs. We got plenty more signs to go. Peter, just as long as you keep reminding us, we'll kind of keep trying to keep sliding them in. So anyway, come back here. We'll head back up here, get ready to wrap up for tonight. Appreciate you guys swinging by, spending a little bit of your Tuesday evening with us. Check out some cool tow trucks. Hey, Copperwire made it. Tonight's tow trucks, the Tonka, the Stubby Bob Tonka, the Wyandotte, as well as the MetalCraft white Goodrich Silvertown tire truck. Oh, Wednesday morning for Peter. Sorry about that. Well, you're still on with us, so that's all that matters, right? Glad you enjoyed it, Nut Farm. So we're getting ready to go ahead and wind things down. Shoot, we're almost 20 minutes in. Appreciate you guys swinging by tonight. We'll try her again this Sunday. As far as I know, I'll be here unless something changes. Should be back in the shop. I will try to, if I get everything ready, I've been trying to do this the last couple weeks. Last Sunday night, we didn't get back to the room until late after we ate. I'm trying to hit go a couple minutes prior to 7:30, just so you guys know. So if you hit jump on at 7:30 and it already says we're live, don't worry about it. I'm just going to try to start hitting the button at about 7:27, 7:28 to try to get this thing to kick off. The way it's been going, it's been such a problem with YouTube. I'm going to try to start early. So if you jump on at 7:29, 7:30, and we're already live. Don't worry about it. We're not actually going to start till 7:30. I'm just going to try to get the stinking thing to connect. So, anyway, like I said, bought cool stuff last Saturday, bought cool stuff last Friday, bought cool stuff today. So we got a lot more cool stuff coming up. But tonight, we wanted to catch these toy tow trucks, recent additions to the collection. We'll get some more cool content coming up tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, auction video, live auction action coming up on the public video. You members have already seen it from the big Lincoln auction that we went to a couple of months ago, finally. Finally got that put together. So, sounds good, Peter? That will be going live for public tomorrow night. And then Friday night, I believe the Imperial video, the 1973 Imperial LeBaron with a factory sunroof video will be popping up public. All you members have already seen them, so I know you're not too excited, but those will be going up public this week, and we'll get some more cool stuff up from members. I've got half dozen videos from Auburn Core Duesenberg. I got 2 or 3 things from Pioneer Village we got to get put together. I've got new inventory videos that we've already shot that we haven't shared with you, and I have a ton of stuff to do content on. Had some stuff come in last week, had some stuff come in today. I had a guy, or Sunday, even though I wasn't here Sunday, my guy that hauls for me, he picked a few of them up for me Sunday. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming up and a ton of stuff that I need to get shot. So we'll get some more new members videos up tomorrow and Friday. And be sure to check out the live auction action tomorrow night on the Lincoln auction. So I think you guys are going to enjoy that one. It's a long one. We shot a lot of clips that day, but those are always fun. With that, I'm going to get back to work. Thanks for stopping by tonight, checking out the cool toy tow trucks with us. Have a great week, everybody, and we will, in theory, see you guys Sunday night. We'll see how it works out, but that's the plan. Thanks for being here tonight, everybody. We'll see you Sunday.